Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 6. In this video, we will explain about the criteria of a good writing test. One member of this group is me, Fabiyan, Junino, Elindika, Christina, Natalia, Simarmata, and Novita, Zami. And the first thing that I will explain is about type of writing test. And there are 4 types of writing tests. The first is imitative. Imitative is to produce written language, and the test taker must attain skill in the fundamental basic task of writing letters, words, pronunciation, and very brief sentence. And the second is about intensive or controlled. Beyond the fundamentals of imitative writings are skill in producing appropriate vocabulary within a context, collocation, and idiom, and correct grammatical features up to the length of sentence. And the third is about responsive. Here, assessment tasks require learners to perform at a limited discourse level, connecting sentence into a paragraph and creating a logically content sequence of 2 or 3 paragraphs. And the last is about extensive. Extensive writing implies successful management of all process and writing and strategy of writing for all purpose, up to the length of an essay, a term paper, a major research project, report of even a thesis. And next, I will explain about criterion of a good writing test. The first criteria is coherence. Coherence is the logical sequence of thoughts and ideas. And the second is about cohesion. Cohesion is all about connecting the ideas and paragraphs in essay. So the test taker must be able to create an idea or to connect the idea into a good written language. And the last criteria is about grammar, relate to the rules and language structure used in the written product. Okay, thank you. And the next presentation and the next material will be presented by my friend.
The example of good writing test. The example is IELTS. In IELTS, there are any 2 tasks, task 1 and task 2. Task 1. In the first part, you are given a task based on some graphic or pictorial information. You are expected to write a descriptive report of at least 150 on the information provided. For the task 1, there are only 2 types, general writing and then academic writing in IELTS. For general writing in IELTS, the purpose of this section is to help you with the writing task 1 of the IELTS general test. In task 1, candidates are asked to respond to a given problem with a letter requesting information or explaining a situation. And then it is suggested that about 20 minutes is spent on task 1, which requires candidates to write at least 150 words. Depending on the task suggested, candidates are assessed on their ability to engage in personal correspondence, elicit and provide general factual information, and then express needs, wants, likes, and dislikes, and then express opinion like views, complaint, and many others. For the academic task 1 in IELTS writing, the rating task 1 of the IELTS academic test requires you to write a summary of at least 150 words in responses to a particular graph. There any bar, line, or pie graph, any table, chart, or process how something works and process how something is done. This test tests your ability to select and report the main features, to describe and compare data, identify significance and trends in factual information, or describe a process. And the next text 2 will be delivered by Christina.
Okay, in here I want to continue my friend presents about IELTS writing. Like we know, the IELTS writing section takes 60 minutes and there are 2 tasks to complete. So in this, I want to talk about IELTS writing task 2. IELTS writing task 2 should take about 40 minutes and the candidate should write 250 words because the task 2 have to contribute 66% of your final writing score. Yeah, the second task is more demanding. You are expected to produce and write an arguments on a given topic and to organize your answer clearly. Given some examples to support your points. Because in IELTS essay have a criteria. First is coherence, that the logical idea you give in your essay, and next is cohesion, is how you to connect it your idea, and the last is grammatical, that is related about the role how to you write your essay. So I think that's all about my presents about IELTS writing task 2. This my mistake. Thank you.
Okay, we think that's all from our presentation. Thank you for watching, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.